Oh my goodness, how are you feeling? You got John Riggs here. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. Blaster Master Zero is available right now in the eShop for Switch, for 3DS. I've been playing it on the Switch, and I'm here to tell you, it's awesome. And I know you're supposed to wait till the end of the review, the end of the video, to say whether you like it or not. I'm going to tell you just right up front now. And I will show you some gameplay footage, and you'll see how it's cool and how it's like the original one for the NES, but with enough new stuff added to make it a new experience, or a first-time experience if you've never played Blaster Master. It's awesome. I'm here to tell you that right now. I can't wait to show. I mean, I have the shirt and everything. Details link in the description below if you want yours. I have like this Scholastic Reader Blaster Master book. I mean, I'm a huge Blaster Master fan, and this, I'll tell you at least this much. This is the version of Blaster Master I've been waiting for since the first one on the NES, which I never beat the one on the NES. That's a true story too. This is the version I've been waiting for, and it's out right now. I'm going to show you some footage right now. Here we go. So when you first pop it in, you're going to see the storyline of why there's an ecosystem in the Earth, apparently. And it's also where you find your frog. Now, in the NES version, it just kind of starts where you already have a frog. And this is telling you what you're doing with it. Check out records and stuff. It's kind of a cool shirt, actually. And the frog jumps in a hole, mysterious hole, if you will. And because you're an idiot, you're going to jump in right after it. And this is where you're first introduced with Sophia the Third, which is the name of your tank. You'll actually probably be using this mostly in the game, but you're going to be able to come out and do some other, like, go in the dungeons, I guess you call them. So here's Sophia the Third. Of course, not to be confused with Sophia the First. I promise you I'm not going to be the only one who comes up with that joke. Got the title screen. Very cool. A couple of options here. You can change your controls if you'd like. Just whatever you're comfortable with. Sub-weapons is like your missiles. Enter and exit the tank. Change angle is like the angle from, say, Super Metroid, where you can like run and move and still fire at an angle. And there's also the vibration, which I personally found kind of annoying, but you want to leave it on, and I'll show you why later. And you can even turn it Japanese to give you a Japanese even logo there, which I thought was pretty nifty. But we'll play the English version here just so I can show you. This is going to show you how to play. This is the control setup I have on my system. And extras, I don't know what's in here yet either. I guess it'll be a mystery. All right, well, choose any save slot you want. I have 9 to choose from. That's pretty cool. There's even a multiplayer mode, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on, too. And so this part should look pretty familiar, right? So it's just, it's Blaster Master. You're driving your tank, you can shoot the enemies, you pick up items along the way. Unlike the NES Blaster Master, you have your green life bar, and then the blue is your other bar. And that's a save spot there. You're going to find plenty of save spots. You're going to jump out of your vehicle every once in a while. This makes you very vulnerable. So don't fall, don't get shot. I mean, that's basically the theory of every video game. And then these here is when it changes modes. Get you this maneuver here. Now, you start out with a pretty weak gun, but you can upgrade your gun very easily and very safe. And that change angle, that's also your strafe. So if you hold that, you can actually shoot enemies at an angle. And I found this to work most of the time. In fact, most of the enemies I killed, I just killed at an angle. Got a few weapons you can choose from. I'll show you a couple of them here anyway, or maybe even most of them. So you got your main weapon here. This is your second power-up. This one will actually shoot through walls. That'll come in very, very handy. This is a kind of a spread shot that you can get for your next power-up. Pretty neat. This is a machine gun style, but it has a little bit of a stray bullet factor to it. This is your shield, which will also bounce back enemy bullets to attack them instead. If you time it right, go right through them. This electric shot will kind of zap all the enemies on the screen when you hit any of them. Got the Flamethrower. This is super cool because once the flame gets on them, it stays on them, and it just continues to do damage until they're toast. And then this final one is super powerful, goes through walls. You can bullet blast anyone. And as long as you keep that, and at the very beginning, you can upgrade your thing almost immediately. That whole thing took me about less than a minute to upgrade it from my weakest gun to the strongest gun. And comes in very, very handy, especially for bosses. Now, that's a save spot when you're in the dungeon area. Here's the first boss, Giant Brain. Boy, it wouldn't be a video game if it didn't have a giant brain for a boss. This is the first boss here. Mother Brain, if you will. And I'm just going to bullet hell this boss, and you'll see how quickly it takes to defeat it here, in real time. I'll move out of the way. Alright, going sideways now. Holding that button to strafe around, and yeah, there you go. Well, there's that. And most of the bosses on this game are almost that easy, which is a little unfortunate, but there's sometimes the bosses are just a enemy depot where you just have to kill all the enemies. When you do that, you'll get either an item or a power-up or a key or a something. So go into many of those that you can. You'll even find the maps too. The maps are going to come in handy as well. And just by breaking these bricks, you'll find more health, more stuff. In your sub option here, you can also choose the weapons that way if you'd like. Makes it kind of easy for you. There's also your map here too, and your map shows you where more dungeons are. I guess you can. I'm just gonna call them dungeons. Where else to go? Where the safe spots are. The flashing red part means there's a boss in there. So if you kill the boss, they'll get some item or power up or upgrade or something. So that's pretty handy. You also have, along with your grenades, you have the flash grenade, which will stun anyone on the screen too. This one is cool because you can basically utilize Sophia the Third, pinpoint all your enemies. When you're good to go, it'll just fire all of them all at once. That's great for using on bosses. You can kill a lot of bosses just with that one shot right there too. You'll also get upgrades for your Sophia the Third too, like bullets that will break through brick. You're gonna find like lightning. That was in the first game here. This is kind of a little force shield for you. Makes it handy. Got your hover. That was one of the highlights of the game for me, was getting the hover, both in the NES version and in this one. The ones that you can walk on walls, which will also make it so you can like squeeze into tight spots if needed. It's just fun to do that too. Oh, this game rules. There's even going to be some spots where you have to get out of Sophia the Third to accomplish something, like this crazy jump here. It looks kind of scary at first, but I promise you're going to get it right on the first try. And then the vibration, that's why you need the vibration right there, because you can't see it coming, but you can feel it coming before it happens. So that this game utilizing the HD vibration. As much as I don't care for vibration in video games, this was actually a pretty cool scene, so I was happy about that. Some of the dungeons even have like gimmicks to them, like this one you can't walk on the pink stuff, you gotta wait till it dissipates. You saw the water one earlier. And I didn't showcase it in this video, but there is a multiplayer as well, so you can actually play the game one player using one of the Joy-Cons, and then the second Joy-Con will help you by destroying other enemies on screen too, which makes it very handy. So you can actually play this game multiplayer if you'd like. Unfortunately, it's short. Like, it took me 5.5 hours to beat it. That was doing a little bit of exploring, but not a lot of exploring. I mean, that was going through the game casually, still hitting up some extra areas just to get better weapons and stuff like that, but still, from start to end, 5.5 hours. That's it. Now, for the experience, I still think it's worth it, right? I still see myself, like, a year from now going back through and replaying through it again, just to have that experience again. So going through, it's like, oh yeah, that was what I do here. Oh, and maybe I can go through and be like, oh cool, I have this new weapon now that I didn't have in this earlier dungeon, so I can use this weapon to kill the boss, or something like that too. So I'm looking forward to playing through it again. I'm going to 100% it first, but it is available right now. I'm a huge fan, and thank you for checking out the channel, and thank you for checking out this video. I appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up if you dig it. Make sure you subscribe for more videos on the way, and check out these other videos while you have the chance. And in the meantime, John Rigg'd here. Thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll see ya. Thanks.